Hello, friends. Are you ready for a new fairy tale? Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a beautiful princess named Talia. She was known throughout the land for her kindness and thoughtfulness. One day, while exploring the castle's dusty attic, Talia stumbled upon a peculiar box tucked away in a dark corner. Curiosity got the better of her, and with gentle hands, she opened it. Inside lay a strange-looking instrument made from polished wood and adorned with intricate carvings. It had a long neck and several strings stretched across it like a tiny harp. But Talia had never seen anything like it before, and as she lifted it, a jolt of energy surged through her, leaving her weak and confused. As Talia descended the grand staircase, she couldn't shake off the feeling that something was amiss. The usual lively chatter of the castle servants was conspicuously absent. Even the birdsong outside the window seemed muted. Startled by the sudden realization, she looked up and noticed something even more astonishing. A thick layer of dust covered everything, as if no one had moved or spoken a word in a very long time. Talia hurried to the throne room where she found her parents, the king and queen, seated side by side. Their faces were etched with deep concern as they watched a group of advisors pacing anxiously. "Mother, father," Talia called out, her voice echoing in the vast emptiness. "What has befallen our kingdom? Where are the servants? What happened to the music?" Her voice trembled as she noticed the absence of any response. The advisors turned, their faces mirroring her confusion. "Your Highness, we have no answers," one of them replied, his voice hoarse as if unused for ages. "For many years now, this kingdom has been shrouded in silence. No sound has been heard here for 100 years." Overcome with a mix of sadness and determination, Talia vowed to find the source of the century-long silence. An old legend whispered of a terrible curse that once fell upon the kingdom, stealing away its music and voices. But no one dared speak of it for fear of angering the powers that be. Yet Talia was not one to back down in the face of adversity. With the support of her parents, Talia assembled a team to help uncover the truth behind the silent curse. First, she turned to Eldrin, the royal librarian, whose wisdom was unparalleled in the kingdom. He led them to an ancient scroll hidden deep within the library's archives. The faded ink spoke of a magical instrument known as the Lyre of Silence, which had the power to absorb all sounds within its vicinity. According to the legend, an evil sorcerer once stole the lyre from the kingdom and hid it away, plunging the land into an eternal hush. Now, Talia knew that she needed to find this mystical instrument and destroy it in order to break the curse. But her quest would not be easy. The trail of the Lyre of Silence led them deep into the Whisperwood, a dense and dangerous forest rumored to be inhabited by all sorts of mythical creatures. The trees formed a thick canopy overhead, blocking out the sun and casting eerie shadows on the ground. The deeper they ventured, the heavier the air became, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. Suddenly, a twig snapped under Talia's foot and she froze. Every rustle of leaves or chirp of an insect was magnified in the heavy silence, making it almost unbearable. Just when Talia's resolve was about to crumble, a faint glimmer caught her eye. Through the trees, she saw the majestic ruins of an ancient temple, its weathered walls covered in moss and vines. Could this be the place where the Lyre of Silence was hidden? As they cautiously approached the temple, the group was ambushed by a pack of snarling wolf-like creatures with glowing red eyes. Talia quickly drew her sword and bravely fought back, her determination to break the curse fueling her strength. With a final mighty swing, she managed to fend off the attackers, sending them howling into the forest. Inside the temple, they discovered a chamber filled with musical instruments from every corner of the world, each more beautiful than the last. But nestled in the center was the Lyre of Silence, radiating an eerie glow. Its strings hummed faintly, as if waiting for someone to play it. As Talia reached out to touch it, a ghostly figure emerged from behind the lyre, its form shimmering like mist. "Who are you?" Talia asked, her voice echoing in the vast chamber. I am the spirit of music, the apparition replied, its voice like the rustling of leaves. And this lyre has imprisoned me for 100 years. Only someone pure of heart and strong of will can break the curse and set me free. Thalia stepped forward without hesitation. Closing her eyes, she felt a surge of power within her, the strength of her convictions bolstering her resolve. With steady hands, she plucked at the lyre strings, filling the chamber with a beautiful melody. As the notes rang out, the ghostly figure began to solidify, regaining its true form. The spirit of music, overjoyed to be free, thanked Thalia and promised to bestow upon her the gift of perfect pitch. Then with a final flourish, the spirit vanished, leaving behind a resonating harmony that echoed through the ages. The moment the lyre of silence lost its magical properties, the forest came alive with the joyous sounds of birdsong and gushing waterfalls. As Thalia and her companions returned to the kingdom, they were greeted by an outpouring of sound. The people's voices, which had remained silent for so long, now filled the streets, each note and word carrying the weight of a century's worth of emotions. The kingdom erupted in celebration, their voices and instruments mingling in a harmonious symphony that echoed through the land. In the days that followed, Thalia became known throughout the kingdom as the voice bringer, the hero who had restored music and speech to her people. She used her newfound gift of perfect pitch to compose beautiful melodies that resonated with the hearts of her subjects. Whenever the memory of the century-long silence threatened to overshadow their joy, Thalia and her people would gather in the town square. There, in the very spot where the curse had been broken, they would sing and dance, ensuring that their voices would never again be silenced. Years turned into decades, and the kingdom flourished under Thalia's reign. The memory of the curse and the restoration of their tunes became a part of their cultural heritage, reminding them of the importance of speaking their minds and cherishing every sound they made. And so the kingdom of Melodia lived happily ever after, their voices ringing out in a beautiful symphony that echoed throughout the ages. Once upon a time, deep in a mystical forest, there lived a young woodcutter named Finn. While chopping wood one day, he stumbled upon a peculiar mushroom that glowed with a soft, ethereal light. Intrigued, he picked it up and tucked it safely away in his basket. Upon returning home, Finn's mother noticed the glowing mushroom, and recognizing its magical properties, she brewed a special tea using the mysterious ingredient. She shared this fantastical beverage with Finn, who was instantly imbued with extraordinary abilities. From that day on, Finn embarked on a series of thrilling adventures, utilizing his newfound powers to help those in need and protect the natural world around him. His journey took him to enchanted realms where he encountered mythical creatures and faced perilous challenges, all while learning valuable lessons about courage, friendship, and the importance of preserving the harmony between humans and nature. And so the legend of Finn, the woodsman who became a protector of the mystical forest, was passed down through generations, inspiring awe and wonder in all who heard the tale.